Yeah, right off Amazon.
Mm-hmm. That's what's up, man.
Yeah. This year. I think about this year.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what's the main thing for 2023 though? Like, if you can sit
Like,
back and like, okay, 2022
mm-hmm.
was if you could describe 2022 for yourself, what would it be?
Uh, man. First thing that comes to mind is like survival. Yeah, man. 2022. It started off great, but I mean, of course, it progressively got more challenging as time went
Yeah,
on.
yeah,
But if anything, it just taught me. It taught me what I wanted. It kind of revealed to me what is that I really want.
yeah,
So it's a great time to reflect and figure out, okay, what do I want to do, in life, and how do I want to have an impact on this life,
yeah,
that I have. So, it kind of made me realize the things that I really do want, and it helped me to focus in on going towards that instead of 10, 12, 20 different other things in life.
yeah,
So it just kind of really narrowed my focus, and so then it just set up this year for me to be more uh, focused into doing what I want to do. So yeah, I would say, I mean, to be funny, yeah, definitely survival, because
survival of the fittest.
exactly, man. Yeah, man. That year wasn't playing around with people. Like, if you messed up, you were gonna feel it.
Yeah,
So,
especially like inflation and
hmm yeah, with the economy changing, and it just made things a little bit more harder, more challenging. Um, just on a daily basis, not for anything crazy.
yeah,
Just like,
crazy.
like just regular living, it just got a little bit harder, especially with the economy changing. So you just have to adjust to that, and figure out what's okay. Should I spend this or should I save this? And yeah, just really figuring out that type of stuff. So, but yeah, 2023. Um, it's actually a word that came from my company meeting, my job. The word was consistency,
Right.
and I think this year it's about staying consistent and all the things that you do. If you want to get better at something, just stick with it, and not just doing the same, but trying to get better at whatever you're trying to do. Trying to grow this year, because you can be consistent but not grow, and just do the same things all the time, or you could, strive to progress, strive to progress and grow. So that's like where my mind's at right now.
Yeah. Also, I think what 2022, the biggest lesson I learned in 2022
Mm-hmm.
was any hesitation, any procrastination
Mm-hmm.
on a great opportunity
Mm-hmm.
that you know it is, and you
Mm-hmm.
think you can wait to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I learned that it's you're greatly mistaken.
Yes.
Like a lot of things that I thought as far as to capitalize. Oh, I could just do this later. This is a great idea. I just wait till later.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man,
I mean,
far
that's why they call it a window of
window
opportunity.
opportunity. Biggest window opportunity was like thinking about how many people say, you know what, I'm just gonna wait a little bit
Mm-hmm.
before I get into a house, and then next thing
Mm-hmm.
you know, interest rates are crazy.
Right.
You know, just a little thing, or I'm gonna go ahead and try to get this capital loan,
Mm-hmm.
but now because interest rates are higher
Mm-hmm.
to expand on anything, it's
Mm-hmm.
harder to get capital. And then the number that you want to get the capital off of, as far as
Right, yeah, it's
The-
completely different.
It's completely
It's
different.
a different number. Yeah.
So that's why I like you just never know how the world can turn on you. So you
Yeah,
got to seize the opportunity. And don't
exactly.
think that later is greater.
Yeah, that's true. Again, yeah, that's why they call it just a window of opportunity. Like
Yep.
you only have a certain amount of time to make
Okay.
this happen, or it doesn't happen, or you have to wait longer for it to happen. Like we always say, stay ready. Be ready for
Yeah,
whatever
man.
whatever that might be, and it just comes down to being prepared. Now, if it's opportunities that are outside your control, and you just know that you're not ready, well, you just weren't ready.
Yeah.
Some things aren't planned, and some things you just can't forecast. Like, for example, the housing market and the bubble that it's going through now. No one can say, okay, it's going to happen at this time, so do this, right? Like,
Yeah. Nobody.
you're right. A lot of factors determine that, so it's hard to project when that is going to happen or isn't going to happen. But what you can do, what you have control over, is yourself
Yeah.
and your own plans, and making sure that you're ready. Yeah, that's true, man. Yeah, it's such a sinking feeling to know that it's like, I should have.
Dang! I should have pulled the
You're
trigger.
right, shoulda, coulda, woulda. It's like, hindsight's always 2020. You're always gonna be
Yeah.
like, yeah, I totally should have done it, but you know, I think a lot of the hesitation just comes into like fear too. Fear of the unknown. Like, oh
Yeah.
man, if I do this, will it work? Will it not work? Will I fail? So a lot of people don't make daring moves
Yeah.
because they're too afraid, honestly, to fail. But a lot of the people that we
Is it
admire,
really failing though?
well, I mean, I see what you mean. Like, is it really failing? Okay, so playing devil's advocate, is it really failing? No, in a sense, no. It's just a lesson that you learn, or maybe how not to do something.
Yeah.
Um, do you incur a loss of something? Yeah, I mean, it's real. Like, you might lose money, you might lose time, you might lose relationships with people. So something might be taken away, but in return, you do get a life lesson out of, okay, well, based on the outcome that I got from doing this,
Yeah.
I'll do
XYZ.
I'll do
Or,
something different.
yeah.
So, yeah, in a sense, it's not a failure, but you might lose something in it, but in the end, you do get a lesson, so you do gain something from it.
This is what I learned though. It's like I think you actually, when things don't work out,
Mm-hmm.
you actually get more value out of it because the people that you thought was with you
Mm-hmm.
through the hardship. And if people drop off because some things didn't work,
Mm-hmm.
that means they wasn't in the mud with you anyway.
Right.
So
That's
a lot of
true, yeah.
times, it helps.
Mm-hmm.
It helps you understand who's around you too.
Yeah. It's easy to be around people who are already successful. It's easy to be around people who have already proven that themselves to be a success in whatever they're doing. It's
Yeah.
easy to latch onto that because there's evidence showing, okay, this is working, versus someone who might be trying to get something off the ground, or they're just starting, and they might not have the results of someone who has the experience into doing what they're doing. So yeah, you're gonna look at it like, okay, well, this is a waste of time, or I don't want to get caught up in you know uh, any negativity that might come out of it
Yeah.
just starting. So I'm gonna wait to verify if what you're doing is actually
Good.
good. Yeah, if what you're doing is actually working. But I think that comes to just matching with people who are like-minded, like
Yep.
you.
Yep.
Like uh, people who've worked on major innovations. You're talking about major technological innovations and mechanical innovations. Throughout history, they started off as dreams, you know, and they started off as things written
Just
down
ideas.
as ideas. Yeah, it's like, man, the Wright brothers, you know, were probably looking at birds in a tree flying around. It's like, man, how can we do the same thing?
Yeah.
You know, what does it take? You know, so I'm pretty sure they probably had to get some sort of investors or people to put up money or funds into research on how to create an airplane. I'm pretty sure they got a lot of no's. Like, you know, what you're talking about is crazy. We're never meant to be in the air. We're just meant to stay here. And then flash forward less than 100 years, we're walking on the moon. You know what I mean? So it's like, had they not uh, taken the risk to do something daring, who knows what transportation would look like today.
The other person the ability to think beyond flying just in the air, but going to the moon.
Right? Yeah. It's like,
if we could fly in the air, that means we could go to the moon out of space.
Exactly. And if that means and then the moon's not even the limit. It's like, well,
what's next?
Well, we've figured out how to launch satellites and rocket ships outside the atmosphere. Well, let's send them throughout the entire galaxy and see what we can get back, what information we can get back from it. So it's like, you know, I think for anybody, don't be afraid to take that daring step into whatever it is you're trying to do. Even speaking for myself, it's like, you know, the unknown is scary, but it can be exciting. Because you already know the outcome if you don't do it.
Yeah.
You just don't do it. You know the outcome if you don't do it, there's no results. So if you already know, okay.
You know the outcome called? It's called regret.
Yeah. Yeah, if I don't do this, well, tomorrow is the same day as today.
Yeah.
But if I start doing what it is that is in me to do, what I'm called to do, who knows where I could be and where my gifts could take me, you know? Or that idea that I have, or that business that I have, or that relationship that I want to try to get to, or whatever it is people are trying to do. So, yeah, man, it's true, man. You only have one life, you know. A lot of people play it too safe. It's like, just go out there and be daring and be bold. And if you do fail, it's okay. Just get back up and try again, you know. So, easier said than done, but
yeah. The letdown, some people can't handle it, and I get it.
Yeah,
Understand your limitations.
Yeah, I think it's just fear. It's just an emotional block. It's something that's why people don't do a lot of the things that they want to do, because they're just afraid that it's just gonna fail.
Yeah.
But you won't know if you don't try. You already know the outcome now. Nothing's happened. Give it a shot. I can guarantee you it might work, you know. Yeah, man. Yeah, just exhaust every option. And if it truly does fail and it doesn't work, then
it's okay.
Then it's okay. Maybe it just doesn't
work. At least
work.
You know.
Right. Now you know.
It's like, okay. Knowing is more gratifying than not knowing.
Yes, it is.
God is the outcome, bro.
It is.
Bro.
It really
God is the outcome, dog.
Oh, absolutely.
If people understood that, just that philosophy alone.
Yeah. Yeah, knowing is a lot better than not knowing. Yeah, having answers to your questions is more satisfying than just having questions all the time. Like, just, you need to get some answers. Yeah, definitely be around people trying to who are trying to have the same level of success that you are. You know, nothing hinders progress more than being in an environment that is not conducive to what you're trying to do. You know, because you'll pull more motivation and inspiration from people who are trying to get it. You know, who are,
Yeah.
who are trying to make their dreams come true, who are trying to, you
When somebody's in the trenches with you,
know,
and the ideal try to bring it to life, you won't get tired, bro. It's like the
yeah,
frustration you feel. Y'all both feel it.
mm-hmm,
It's kind of like, man,
mm-hmm,
we both believe in this idea, man.
right,
So I think it's harder alone. It's just that some people try to think, "Damn, am I making the right decision?"
mm-hmm,
But if you got somebody to absorb it with you,
yeah. Yeah, man. A lot of the most successful people in the world, they've
they
had
had a
people,
partner.
they've had yes, they've had a network of people.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's sleeping in the room with them, man.
yeah, but yeah, they were there. You
Yeah,
know, I mean, look at Jesus. He had disciples. It wasn't just him. He had other people on his team. They're all on the one mission, on the same
on
accord.
the
Like, hey,
same
this is
accord.
what we're gonna do. You need team members. You need a network of people. Can you do it alone? Yeah, but it's gonna be probably harder and a lot longer had you just work with people who are also in the same mindset as you are.
Yeah,
Uh, like they say, you know, it's not what you know, it's who you know, and that's a true statement,
yeah,
man. A lot of people that have awesome opportunities and do awesome things, they have an incredible network that backs them up 24/7.
yeah.
You know, and it's not just anybody; it's people who are in the same vein as you are. You know, the same mindset, the same mentality, the same passions and goals. So
Yes.
that's what's going to push you forward. Mm. Mm. Dang, Geno Smith.
Gino.
Geno's doing it.
It's almost 7 o'clock.
Hmm?
I don't even know what time it is actually.
Oh, it's like 7:02 or something.
7:02.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your biggest takeaway from this football season? You been keeping up with it, or you just
Not really. Just kind of seeing highlights here and there.
you didn't do fantasy football, did you?
No,
Oh, okay.
I've never done it. I think my parents have done it at one point, but I never did it. I like watching the games.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have regular like ESPN or cable or anything like that. I could probably watch it on like Hulu or something. Sometimes I just don't have time, so that's why I just
Don't even bother.
yeah, I just catch the highlights throughout the week off of YouTube.
YouTube saving people a lot of money.
Yeah, man.
Bro, you don't even have to watch nothing. You just catch the highlights.
Seriously, like it's content on demand. Whatever you are into, whatever you want to watch, it's on YouTube. It's there. You don't have to wait like traditional cable. It's already there. I mean, yeah, like within minutes of them shooting whatever they shoot on ESPN, it's already on YouTube.
Yeah, it's already literally.
It's already there.
Minutes. They still playing hard though. Yeah, that's the. I think I want me an electric chair.
Oh, one of these?
Yeah, electric chair, man. We always have to pump no more.
Oh
Think about like $5 grand though.
man, just for it to raise up and down,
Yeah,
$5 grand.
yeah. That's what they're gonna probably. Yeah, it's something like that. Just so I won't have to touch it. I
Man,
can push buttons.
that thing should know. You shouldn't. Yeah, you shouldn't
I
have to
think it
touch
does.
the chair.
Actually, it does. Like gives massages, like back. You know, the massages on the back of the seat.
Okay, that kind of justifies the price if we can do that.
I think it can. I'm not.
100% sure.
Yeah, but I think it. I think it does it. Kind of leans back on its own. It does like just little things that I don't have to like. You know. Yes, it's up, my guy. Our first encounter of 2023.
All right. I'm liking it. Sweet, awesome. Thank you.
First encounter 2023, man. Keep it going.
Yes, sir.
Game-winning field goal, Seattle. Appreciate you, sir.
Thank you so much. You got your microphone?